Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, and well, back with another unboxing video after like a week of like silence. But I received mail, like a hefty thick envelope that was sitting in my post box like on Friday, I guess, coming in from Davide Lorenzo from AUT Records, an Italian guy who has been sending me stuff from Italy recently, within the last, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 packages and stuff. But seemingly he has moved back to Berlin, or the label has relocated, whatever, I don't know what is going on. But I guess Mr. Lorenzo is like going back and forth between Italy and like Berlin. And now he sent me like a hefty parcel of stuff. You've seen the label on this channel quite a lot because, well, AUT Records has been sorting me out for like quite a while right now, for a few years, maybe, I guess 2 or 3, probably more. I've lost track of how much stuff they sent me, but they are like located in the jazz realm, kind of jazz, free experimental jazz, but also having like some electronic releases or electronic leaning releases, a lot of improv stuff, and yeah, a wide range of avant-garde music, I guess, what has been released throughout their label. And let's go into this just for a quick unboxing video. I haven't opened this, but it seems like the envelope is like not that sticky, or hasn't been sticky, and there's 3 albums in there, like a hefty stack, I guess. This one is empty, no release things in there, and all of those are wrapped in protective foil. So let me get rid of this. Yeah, and in the meantime, I've been busy today, kind of. I've been reviewing a record, of course, and I've been recording a DJ mix for a future radio show on Radio Flouka, because this month in December I have like 2 shows scheduled there. One has been transmitted last week on Thursday, which is already on the Radio Flouka SoundCloud and on my SoundCloud, of course. And because I run in a kind of 4-week cycle, the next show I got scheduled is for 30th of December. So I prepared a mix today going into like classic trance and neo trance and like some techno and like tribal favorites and stuff. So I've been diving deep into music for them, and yeah, otherwise I've been like getting rid of stuff, kind of. So I'm like kind of going through my archives, and like also I got like a big box of flyers and stuff from the past, and I will keep just a few, like a handful of each flyer, because from several events in the past I got like 100 or 200 flyers like sitting in my archive, which is way too much. So I'm reducing the stuff I have sitting in my flat for a reason, and like throwing a lot of like boxes out and stuff. And yeah, this is happening. But let's go into this one. We got yeah, 3 release sheets, and let me find out what is the suitable one for this, I guess. Yeah, this is the first one, AUT Records 076, Günther Baby Summer and Fabrizio Puglisi, Elements is the album. AUT 76, I guess, has been released on November 29th, so not too long ago, like a week ago or so. And this is a release sheet. Once again, know the score. You've seen the general layout of those sheets quite often on this channel. It's a 12-track album, 58 minutes long, produced by Günther Baby Summer on drums and percussion, and Fabrizio Puglisi, well, I can't speak, Fabrizio Puglisi on piano, toys and objects. So toys and objects always seem to be like an interesting, like lo-fi-ish combination. We'll see what is in there. They are key musicians of the European avant-garde jazz scene, coming from 2 different generations and different paths. They started together in 2013, and then they like developed a kind of musical relationship and stuff. And now this is, I guess, their first album together, where they play some like rendition of some well-known standards and working them out in a different way, I guess. Yeah, 12 tracks on there. I'm not too familiar with like jazz standards, so let's see what this whole thing looks like, and I will work this out, like the details, in my review, of course. Here is the kind of artsy, darkish grayscale front. On the flip we got a kind of track list with a kind of interesting typography, type font, which looks more like an old school like typewriter or old school computer prints and stuff. The CD is obviously like split in like 3 sections with like the first 3 tunes building like one block. Then there's 5 miniatures written by Mr. Summer, which are all like 1 minute and a bit long, and then there is like 4 more extended tracks. There's a bit of info on the 2 musicians, of course. Here is a CD and stuff, and yeah, they seem to be like different generations indeed, looking at the pictures alone, so I guess this is an interesting thing. And this one is dedicated to Lelio Gianetto, which lived from 1961 to 2020. Not a name that is familiar to me, but it's always nice to see musicians dedicating their work to someone else, or to a friend, or like a musician who has passed away or has been influential or whatever. And the next one, which is I guess this one, is Organic Gestures, Approx Grids with a Plan by Mr. Luca Percibali. Maybe this is the pronunciation, so maybe all Italians hate me for my butchering of their names, but on the other hand, I've been getting like a lot of feedback and reblogs and stuff from some musicians that have been on AUT Records, so I guess they appreciate my work here. And this one is to be released on December 6th, so tomorrow I guess, because now it's Sunday, December 5th. Trio, Luca Percibali on guitar, live electronics and composition, Andrea Grossini on double bass, and Andrea Grillini on drums. Andrea Grillini is a name that is familiar, has also been releasing on AUT Records, and I've reviewed like one of his CDs, albums in the past on my website for sure, so I remember this. There are like 7 tracks on here, no total playtime is given, maybe on the back of the CD. 49 minutes, so like it's a good time for an album. And Organic Action is a concept dear to Goethe and also to different cultural approaches of the 60s. On one hand, we find inspiration from the forms of nature in their architectural inevitability combined with freedom. On the other, the concept of the fractal as incredible natural construction of an organic living, non-sterile mathematics. So this seems like really a conceptual approach, like I guess developing a musical form and like further developing it throughout like improvisation or plays, which might be suitable because some of the tracks on here are like numbered, like Breeding Cycle 1 to 3, Poesis 1 and 2, and we got Molecular Mobiles 2, so and Eating Lichens, which is like interesting because lichens are like considered a valuable nutritional compound by like folks who live like in the taigas and like in the cold areas of like Siberia, Russia, and like Scandinavia and stuff. So interesting. And lichens like also like they grow in a kind of pattern-esque fractal, not really fractal, but in a kind of pattern-esque way, because they grow like very slowly and live like hundreds if not thousands of years. So, and this is the cover, which also is a kind of lichen color, I guess, and also with the grayscale and the grid and the patterns has a kind of like, well, organic yet structured approach art-wise. Here's the back with the tracklist and all that, and we got also the inner part of the CD and the CD all like matching the color scheme and stuff. So I'm not too sure what to expect here. Jazzy stuff, of course, but it might be a kind of like minor scale, slowly evolving, more like depressive or melancholic stuff from the like very look of the whole thing, because grayscale and stuff. But I might be totally mistaken on here, so this is just a uneducated assumption, I guess. And the last one has an interesting title as well. Is about to be released on December 13th on AUT Records as catalog number 87. 87? 78? 78. I'm always mixing these up, I don't know why. So this is post-chamber music by Francesco Bagheera. If you want to write this down and check out, here's at least the title and stuff and the press sheet. A 4-piece project, a 4-piece like group, maybe not necessarily a quartet, because not everything that is like 4 musicians is a quartet necessarily, because the variety or the how the group might be formed might depend on the needs of the music to be played. So 7 tracks, of course, 38 minutes, and they are defined here as a quartet with a chamber dimension, which is located in an ill-defined place between classical music and jazz. Writing might recall authors such as Bartók, Ravel, and Debussy, but also dealing with like free improv and compositional methods derived from the contemporary jazz dimensions. And the music moves between an undefined chiaroscuro. This is a term that is totally unfamiliar to me, but there is an alternation of sections and the variety of timbres are changing and stuff, obviously. So we'll see what this is. Also, of course, jazz, but chamber music. The reference of chamber music always implicates a kind of intimate and like very close-up recorded feel. So this might be a real listening album, which takes you on a journey. Maybe best consumed on headphones. We'll see. Interesting artwork, of course. Once again, the AUT Records label is they are like specialists in having like art-related and very abstract, but still like catchy and like captivating artworks and stuff. There's a track list on the flip, and once again the front, because it looks beautiful and stuff. And we got the inner part of the CD and the CD itself. Yeah, four guys here, 4 musicians at work, and this is what we got from the AUT Records label to come for, I guess, the last parcel for this year, because, well, it's only 28 days, and we got like 2022, which feels weird, because if I look back on what has happened in the last 2 years, I haven't played like one DJ set since like Christmas of 2019, of course, and now we in Germany we have like the so-called 2G plus rule, which basically implicates that you're only able to enter a club if you are like vaccinated or recovered and provide like an actual, like, not older than 24 hours corona test which is negative. So this will keep a lot of people away from the clubs, I guess, because, well, it's too much hustle, and we got vaccinated to be free from all this hustle and stuff, from all the testing and from all this stuff. And now we are like, those who are vaccinated are treated the same as those who are not. So this is a kind of unfair and sucks. So yeah, this will definitely have me staying away from clubs for sure, because I'm not going through that test trouble all again. So and I even don't know if I'm gonna go get a booster shot, because I think the only way to get out of this is like being vaccinated at first and then catching COVID and like getting away with it and then being like done for all the things. So yeah, this is another topic maybe for another video, but now I'm gonna go into editing mode in a bit. I'm gonna see you in the next one. See you later.